Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Breakdown, a Call of Duty show where we talk everything from players, matches, tournaments, roster drama, roster changes, you name it. We'll break it down for you. I'm methodz, Scump.
I'm Scump. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Obviously, we had a little bit of a hiccup earlier. We didn't intend for a breakdown to happen before the official breakdown took place, but we can't always have what we want. And we've been working pretty hard, so basically our OBS just crashed. We have so many different scenes and stuff and graphics that were put into OBS that I think it just crashed OBS. Our computer usage spiked to like 100%.
Yeah.
Wasn't ideal. I think we had
I think over 120,000, I think we heard.
I think we had 100,000 plus viewers, and we had some technical difficulties, but the team, myself, Zin, we've kind of been
marinating.
I mean, we've been tweaking.
Yeah.
For the past like hour and a half.
Well, because sometimes we get those mini Fs, and we think it's just like a short drop, and then it was a little longer, and I was like, yo, it's an actual F, and we tried going back on, but we got to the point where the team was like, you know what, we should scrap their watch party. We're going to focus on the breakdown, and now we're here. So a big thank you to the team, and also Optic with a big win over FaZe. So the boys taking that win was most important.
Yeah.
We heard them screaming, and obviously we would have loved to watch along, but
we did watch. We were watching. Obviously, we just didn't have our live reaction, but we were watching. The boys came out. I mean, we said congrats and stuff. We were kind of vibe killed.
Well, they didn't really know what was going on either.
They didn't,
because they walked out and we're kind of just like chilling on our phones, and they were just like, "What's going on?" And we're like, "Yeah, we went down." And
they came out and thought that they were gonna hop on the couch for an interview, and we were. I was sitting on the back wall, like under where our graphic is, just with my phone in my hand, losing fool. Yeah. But we congratulated them. Huge win over FaZe. But yeah, let's hop into our first segment of the show, the first official breakdown segment. I think we have, how many do we have? I will tell you how many we have here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have seven segments. 7 total segments. The first one basically is our breakdown team of the week. But for this one, it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be our team of the major since we are starting 3 weeks into the split. We're going to be doing team of the major instead of team of the week. Moving forward, it will probably just be team of the week.
Exactly.
Yeah, not probably. It will be team of the week. But who do you think deserves to be on it, Zin? We have a lot of good players out there.
I know.
You can keep talking. You can keep talking over that.
Can I?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, welcome to the Breakdown Team of the Week. We've obviously had quite the stage so far. Today was the end of the online qualifiers. And we've seen a lot of players go above and beyond, and a lot of those players played today. So without further ado, why don't we get started with our first player?
Let's talk a little bit. I mean, just to let you guys know, we do encourage that you guys in the chat let us know if you agree or disagree with our team of the major. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of clashing opinions. We have stats to back everything up, so I think we did a pretty good job. Without further ado, drum roll me in. Our first
Ladies and gentlemen, the first player on the Breakdown Team of the Week is
none other than Pred. This guy has been an absolute beast since he's came into the league. Rookie of the year last year, and he hasn't missed a step really this year. Obviously, there were some rumors about him joining our team.
Yeah.
And they kind of struggled a little bit, but during this stage, this kid has been absolutely unbelievable. We saw him today against NY, and the kid looked unreal.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those players where even when the team isn't performing, he's still frying. And now that the team is finding more success, it's standing out more than ever. Today, he had a big 40 bomb in that control, and not many players have dropped 40 this year. Right now, we see his stats. He has a 1.18 in hardpoint in this stage, a 1.11 in search, and a 1.17 in control. And
he's the best Aussie
to ever do it.
And our favorite Aussie. Is he the best Aussie to ever do it?
What's good, bro?
He has to be, right? The most gifted that we've seen so far.
He's made the biggest splash, right? Like we had Mind Freak back when we had Shocks, Dens. There's obviously been great Australians, but I think he burst onto the scene with the Rookie of the Year. He won a championship, and everybody's been talking about him ever since. So I think he's far and away the best Aussie. Sorry, Dens, I love you, but the first member of the team of the week is Pred.
None other than Pred. Second. We're gonna do it in order. We're gonna bring out our second submachine gun player. I don't know how people are going to react to this one, but we've got HyDra. I mean,
I hope you react positively because watching this kid play is honestly a pleasure. I mean, he puts himself in situations. First off, he puts himself in great situations, but even when he finds himself in ones where you're like, oh, he's dead, he'll somehow pop 2 and find himself out of position.
Sometimes even pop more than 2. The kid will pop 3, and you're just like, dude, how did you just do that? I mean, I know a lot of people always say that we ride HyDra, but
I mean, the kid's good.
The kid is insane. I think ever since last year, he's been consistently one of the best subs in the game, and I don't think it's any outlier for him to be on this team of the week. The kid's been frying throughout the whole major. He has a 1.2 in hardpoint, 1.12 in search and destroy, and a 1.14 in control, and he's the French phenom. Yeah,
I mean, he comes in, and a lot of people talked about his communication and how he would sound and if he could fit into a pro team, and I think he proved everybody wrong when they said no, right? Because even me, I'm sure I was one of those people who said, like, that's a pretty big barrier, and he is legitimately one of the best players in the world. I can't imagine being his parents where, 1 minute your son's with you in France, the next minute he's one of the best players in the Call of Duty League playing for
maybe the best.
New York. Yeah, he's up there.
Maybe the best sub in the game. I know a lot of people have their opinions on it, but I rate him very highly. But let's move on. We've got the 2 subs slotted in. So now we need a flex player.
Who is it? It is none other than the Worm, Scrappy.
Scrappy Doo. This kid is an absolute pleasure to watch. He's